Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad, Supercoach Pro. Today we are doing the rounds 23 AFL Supercoach Grand Final preview. Just a quick recap. Scored 2640 last round, ranked 12th overall out of 170,000 people, which is nuts. Anyway, can't be more proud than that for the week. And hopefully I have a strong end to my season again this week for the final week. Some big things in my side happening. I'm going to whip a few players just to do it short. Going to whip May because I can for Ware. Going to whip old Neil. You're probably wondering why. That's because the harms tag may be in place. If Neil fails, I will swap Brody into the midfield and have a second crack at it. And if May fails, Ambrosius takes his spot. If he doesn't, Ware comes on and May keeps his score. And Darcy, same thing. If Sean Darcy fails with Meek in the side, Teakle comes in if he does well. But if not, Cameron will take Darcy's position. And English, I just have to roll with this week, unfortunately. But, with Meek being in the side, Darcy's scoring isn't guaranteed to be high. Darcy Cameron, another shot at it. So I've got three options in my lineup this week to do so, and the easy option for my VC would have to be Clary into Miller. Could go Laird, but I'm worried about the Drew tag, and he looked a bit cold last week, to be honest, for the half at least. Miller against North Melbourne is more safe than any other option that I have in my field, and VC because Clary's just been so reliable this year, although he might cop attention from Matheson or whatever his name is, but he's an absolute I'm not even going to say, but anyway. Mills, I can't really trust as a captain. Cripps, not so much because of George Hewitt's back. Ollie Wines would be a pod captain. A bit of a rivalry there between him and Adelaide, so could be something I looked at, but I think there's the safe bets going into it. McRae's just too inconsistent this year for stealing. Captaincy-wise, and there's no real left field options I like, considering I want to break into the top 1K. Just going to show you guys a couple quick things before I get out. I've actually made all 4 grand finals. So, see how we go. My prediction is pretty low because of my bench that I put on, which is fine. So these guys probably think they've got an easy kill this week. So, bit of a snake move to the opposition, although if any of these guys are watching, they can probably see what I've already done then on my channel. But next year, rivalries, if you go into from leagues, click rivalries, search my team, depending what my team name is called next year. I might even call it Supercoach Pro just to align with the channel. And as you can see, there's people in there that are my setup rivals, and bit of fun, and I get to see head-to-heads, if I've won more than I've lost. I've got a few there. DR, I'm 6'4" with DR. I'm behind the ledger against Spills. Ben from Insider is smashing me, 3-7, 7 his way. Jackson Davey, I've been having a bad head-to-head against, but I've actually climbed his rank. So it's cool to see some of these rankings as well. Going into it, because I can actually see out of the YouTubers where I sort of sit, and I sit above a few of them, but I'm sure they'll probably catch me this week in saying that when you sort of have a mini gloat. But yeah, these guys are incredible, and they've got the runs on the board for seasons now, and it really helps, especially at the start of the season, just to see what they think of players going into it. But at the end of the day, it's always going to be your opinion, and you've just got to watch as many games as you can instead of listening to too many thoughts, or else you just, never really make your own decisions. And Supercoach is more fun when you own players you really want to own and not just what everyone else is going off. So here's my draft team real quick as well. I think I'm in a draft grand final. Really solid side here, like backline's pretty stacked, as you can see. Midfield's actually pretty good this year too. Some smokies like Anderson and Warner have been good to me this year. Metagola, I picked him up at the back end, hasn't done too much for me. So I might consider chucking Cunnington and Fife in there, which is namesake. It just looks crazy. And it's served me well so far. and I have to have this bloke who's an absolute peanut. Oh well, game day and that. I think I'm not sure if we've. Okay, so it's pretty close this week for my draft. I've never really gone over my draft because it's not something you guys are interested in too much. And yeah, it should be good. I don't know why I've got two tabs of the same thing. But yeah, that's the team going into the final week of the rounds. I'm just going to use Loophole Central, as I said, for May, Neil, Darcy, and Brody. See how we go because they're the first two games anyway. And look, yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the journey. It's my second season on YouTube. I'm going to team up with a guy that you guys are pretty familiar with. And yeah, we'll see how we go in the off season. Do some team picker stuff. I'll take a little bit of a break, obviously, after footy's done for the season. I think everyone needs a break from this sort of thing. It is quite time consuming. I've enjoyed every moment of it though, doing the vids and answering to your comments in the channel. Try my best to help you out. So yeah, thanks for the journey. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for liking. I do appreciate that. Hopefully the channel grows a bit more next season as well. And I'll do some extra content now that my channel is actually growing a little bit bigger. So yeah, it's been fantastic. It's fantastic, and thank you all for your support. I'll do a round review. I'll go through also my trades, histories, and see how we went through the season. I think I did okay. And then we'll go through the lessons I've learnt as well. So might break it down into a couple of videos so it's not too long. And yeah, look, hopefully you guys have a good weekend, and go Tigers.